Doujins. When I think about doujins, the first thing that would come to my mind is henties, numbers,
That's all we've ever wanted.
yaoi, yaoi fangirls, and anything that is dead ass not safe for work, which basically sums up what a doujin and its community is. But there's one doujin that completely destroyed all my understanding about doujinshis and henties, aka every cultured material I know of. Because this specific doujin is not just any not safe for work material, nor your typical ready to jack off henty that we are all accustomed to for all these years. No, as a matter of fact, this one is a masterpiece, a definition of true talent put to right use, and the pinnacle of true cultured art that will make you literally say,
Wow, I can't believe it's a henty.
and yes, I'm simply talking about arguably the most beautifully drawn doujin that mankind has set their eyes upon. Just look at the details, the colors, the atmosphere. So what this is not a concept art for a new Final Fantasy game, nor a new art for Octopath Traveler, which I freaking thought at first by how it closely resembles the art and theme of Octopath Traveler, but I started seeing some titties. Yeah. The title of this beautiful doujin is Nenshiki Yuukyuu Kikan, or the English title Coppélia Brothel, created by the brilliant mind of Ohagi-san, the author of the said cultured material. And holy frick, this is beautiful! Like, I just can't wrap my head around why this even exists as a doujin and how well drawn and detailed this is compared to other doujins and even mangas. Like, now a quick note, doujins or doujinshis aren't specifically limited to cultured materials, aka not safe for work like this one, but a huge chunk of doujins are mostly under what we called as, you guessed it, cultured materials, like erotic mangas and plain-ass henties that are self-published by authors on the internet or other mediums of publishing for public consumption. And in the case of this doujin, what more to say about this than the biggest elephant in the room, which is the freaking visuals. Just look at the artwork. It's purely aesthetic, very detailed, the art style is intricate and unique. Like, look at this train, it's so detailed. This is your typical henty doujin, and compare this shit to this freaking god tier artwork, it's just mind-blowing. Who would have thought doujins can't be museum-worthy pieces of artwork? Like, this should be on a museum. At first glance, you might think, there's no way that's a henty, right? There's no way. But ladies and gentlemen, I tell ya, it's henty, alright? Which is also why I freaking love it, not in a weird way, but because of how different it is to your run-of-the-mill doujin. Henty doujins don't always really pay attention to the look and feel as well as the atmosphere surrounding their characters. It's mostly in the sexual stuff where it focuses its attention from, because that's how a doujin should be. But this doujin is just out of this world. The characters are beautiful, the art style is amazing, and the backdrop of the characters are in just amplifies the whole atmosphere as if you're watching and experiencing the world for yourself and not just reading a shitty henty. I know I'm just overhyping a bit, but I just can't believe it's a doujin. Now we get it, this doujin is amazing, it's brilliant and wonderful, yes. But what are the other things does it have to be the one-of-a-kind doujin that is more intriguing than the rest? Well, apart from the gorgeous visuals, it also has a very compelling story. This 45-page doujin has a story and it's freaking wholesome as heck. Which I won't bother going into details because, YouTube. And to be real with you, I haven't gotten invested in a story this deep and sad as well as wholesome since the time I watched Sword Art Online. This is some near automata shit right there. A freaking beautiful story from a beautiful doujin that people should really check out. Not to faff, but just to appreciate this art. Like, come on, who can faff with this masterpiece? You'll probably get turned on for the art and not the other way around. But if you did, well, you do you. Like, I can't stress this enough how amazed and stunned I am while reading this doujin. It truly is one of a kind, and I'm kinda disappointed as well about how little do people know about this masterpiece, which the community should really talk about a lot more, and not just the degenerate and horrific shits that doujins are known for. I know doujins is somewhat the underbelly of the weeb culture, and it's a certain niche that not a lot would venture onto. But if you're looking for something to peek onto the whole doujin world, then this would totally be a great one to read. This is a very wholesome piece of art that I honestly would read from time to time just to appreciate it for being a beautiful doujin as it is, and nothing else. Like, believe me, nothing else. I just can't get over how visually stunning this is, that basing on my degenerate knowledge, not a lot of doujins do. Which makes this an even more special piece of art that is truly an example of the phrase, I came looking for copper but found gold. And well, to rate this doujin, I will gladly say without a doubt, it's a 10 out of 10, a masterpiece, a true masterpiece that I hope Ohagi-san will continue to do more, because it's a breath of fresh air coming from a niche that is full of shit, but he manages to create such a beautiful work and a wholesome story that is truly one of a kind. So if you're into the whole cultured world, then this is totally a great find that you should check out and appreciate it for what it is, as a masterpiece of an artwork. Or you can just fap around it. But with that said, if you want to read this doujin, you know where to find it. It's just a couple of search away from the title I mentioned, and you'll eventually find it. Now, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to this cultured channel. I upload every week, so keep an eye for my future videos about everything weeb culture, anime, manga, and other shits that I found interesting that I would recommend for you to check out. Again, support the channel. This is Jay, your everything anime senpai. See you on the next one. Bye bye.